Hello. Quick little video today on a Wednesday, on a Golf Wednesday. Hanging baskets are looking great. Gonna prune those here in a minute. Here's a little bit of dead stuff. It's been crazy hot. And here comes my best helper, Zavi. All right, come on. Zavi just went and got some water for us in our jar. Is it cold? Is it nice and cold? Yeah,
yes.
Yeah? Okay, yeah, good. All right, so we found another nasturtium growing, which is awesome, but it was in a really bad spot. It was like right next to a big old marigold. And again, I didn't even realize this thing was growing probably from some of the seeds from last year. So instead of putting it in a reclamation pot, the last two I've done like this. So what we're going to do is we are going to sorry, we're going to put them in a jar of water. Now, it's kind of like a hydroponic type situation. What we'll do, you can see the roots in there.
I'm hot. I would go.
You're going to go inside? Yeah, it is pretty hot.
So hot.
Make sure you wash your hands good and check yourself for bug bites. So we're going to throw the nasturtium in here, let it get a nice developed root system, and then we're going to pick a better spot to put it in the ground. We have been crazy with cucumbers. Crazy with cucumbers. Got 14 jars of pickles thus far. We're probably going to make 7 more tomorrow. Just check in on my Bizu. Bizu is this guy. Bizu. Apparently it's some kind of a succulent hybrid. Great plant. I love this thing. It's exactly what I wanted here. I think I say that every time, but you can see these flowers are gorgeous. Just so neat. Okay, so I want to show everyone a couple of things. One, just the growth. It's been a few weeks, but man, it's doing so well. It's doing so well. I'm very happy. Probably the best garden I've had yet. Continue battles with some Japanese beetles. Hasn't been as bad. I felt like I've really knocked their numbers down. Oh, check it out. See that white butterfly? These white butterflies flying around? Normally, they're fine this year. For those folks out there that like to grow cabbage, I would squash them. Any kind of cabbage, Brussels sprout. Yeah, see, there's another one. Cabbage, Brussels sprouts, anything along those lines. Those things, their larvae are cabbage worms. I've tried growing kale. You know me, I despise kale. I think it's awful. Jess loves it. Tried to grow it. Couldn't keep cabbage worms off of them. I did Brussels sprouts one year, where I have my green beans this year, and same thing. Really didn't get too many. Once I started harvesting my Brussels sprouts, it was just devastation. All right. Basil plants are really getting haggard. I don't know what's up. My mom has made a bunch of pesto thus far, which is awesome. Best pesto you'll ever have. But you don't know if just the beetle war has taken its toll. These two aren't as bad. The ones in the back really look bad. Cucumbers, just doing great. It's been an ongoing battle with the squash bugs and cucumber beetles. Here's a casualty from this morning. Zavi was really helping me out this morning. We were both in here and picking stuff, but she's got eyes like her old man. Really spotting them for me. It was awesome. Huh? Yeah, there's another casualty. Again, I like to leave the carcasses lie. Reminder of all the other vermin. So, my cucumbers. Let's see. Banana peppers and jalapenos really starting to do nice. And they're just in a little side planter. They're not even really in the dirt. Check it out. We have an absolute... Yeah, bring it here. We have just an insane amount of growth. with these cucumbers. Yeah, just leave it alone.
What happens if I don't leave it alone?
Well, normally I would say squash it, but we're not growing anything in the cabbage. Excuse me here while I
Dog.
unlock Savi's tablet for her. Here, just a few more minutes on that thing.
Okay.
All right, so again, these vines are crazy. Absolutely crazy. We'll just go ahead and come into here and give you an idea of the cucumber canopy. He's working out pretty well. You see how, oh, there's a soft cucumber beetle. You can see how I tied some string just connecting my two sides here. And it's just arcing over, man. It's really proud of myself. I need to get up here and try to thin out a bunch of that. You know, it's just above my head. It's hard to reach. I can see a bunch of suckers up there that I need to come out, but it's basically how I envisioned. I got stuff coming this way. I got stuff going that way. Again, I'm gonna step back out, give you a sense of the scale of how we're going across. It's just awesome. Again, you see that brown leaf I need to get out. One thing I wanted to show too, I noticed last night when I was sitting out here, in years past, I was looking at old videos and photos. You can actually see through those plants. And at night, they have a little lamp out in their front yard. You can actually see through them, because I go through and I really try to thin out a lot of stuff, especially the damaged leaves. Really try to thin it out for that airflow so the plant can breathe. And it's really doing a great job on that. That's a good one. Some kind of a bee, kind of a wasp. Which is great. Take you to the backside here. It's just fantastic. Again, like, just so tall. I'm really impressed with myself as far as these guys go this year. I do need to get up there and thin that out somehow without doing too much damage. And okay, so the basil plants, yeah, see? Cabbage butterfly. So, yeah, you can just see that they're just starting to get beat up. I need to see these buds. It's just, I hate to admit it, when plants start to get sideways, it's like you almost don't know what to do. Like, see, look at that poor thing. It's just destroyed. It's just destroyed. But I don't know. It's just, you get discouraged and you're like, well, what am I gonna do? You know. So these buds are what you want to take off. I think I mentioned that before. But what's ultimately going to happen is, I think, one or two of these basil plants, and normally you just use your fingers to pick those off. I'm just pruning. Probably going to rip one of these guys out. And my mom has a whole bunch of other basil that she has in planters. Probably transplant a couple of hers out, just because that just, you know, you can't use that. You know, you can't use that. See, that just came off. Like, you can't use that stuff. All the ones that are eaten. Nobody wants to eat something after a bug's eating it. And see, yeah. Casualty. Beans. I'm gonna do a specific bean video. I'm just gonna need somebody to help me with. But yeah, we've been eating a lot of green beans. Good shot at the chilies from back here. I don't know if you can see that. Tons of chilies. Some jalapenos there. Poblano plants look great. Not too many peppers yet. A little concerning for me. I'm probably going to research that this evening after golf. Yeah, see, look, there's a squash bug I killed yesterday on my tomato plant. Now, he's not going to hurt the tomato plant, but he's just hanging out over there until he can get in line. The cucumber plant. So, oh, there we go. Check it out. First few cherries getting ripe. First few cherry tomatoes getting ripe. Gonna be stoked for that. This plant's doing great. Again, these things are gonna go up above as tall as it'll go. And I mean, so many. This variety is called Great Bats. And again, I've been doing my flicking, doing my tickling, flicking, whatever. Watched the video the other night. This person had electric toothbrush. It's really funny, but I guess that works too. I don't know. I honestly haven't been doing this the last couple of days because when it gets really hot, your flowers will drop off. When it gets really hot, it's like, I can't remember why exactly plants will do it. But once it gets really hot, tomato plants will start dropping leaves, and obviously, or dropping flowers, and obviously you don't want that. So I have refrained from flicking over the last little bit. Now, I was just flicking there because it did rain a considerable amount yesterday, and it's this morning it hasn't been. It was very mild this morning. I guess when we woke up it was about 74. It's going to be like 92 here soon, so bring a towel. Lavender bush is about done. About done. In the last couple of days, the bee population has been declining. Now, if I am correct, bees do kind of remember where they go. So my hope is that these guys, these girls rather, once the lavender blooms are done, they're going to remember, hey, it was cool over here. So we'll come back looking for some nectar. And when the lavender bush is done, they'll then resort to the garden. And you can see, like, there's another bee, but these things will start to, it turns into like buds. So eventually, once it's done flowering, I'll probably spend a whole day hammering that out. Anyway, one more thing I really wanted to kind of show you and show myself. I probably could pick that cucumber up there. So, you walk through, when I do my garden, last few years, oh, where'd he go? There he is. Oh, dang, lost one. Was just tracking a beetle. I'll keep this holstered. Trying to give myself this like nice path in the middle. The hog wire again was so I could reach in through each side. And you step in. One, it's shaded under here, which is really cool. Oh yeah. There was a couple. Don't know if I got them or not. You see that? I don't know if you can see on that leaf. I believe, if you see the shadow on right there. Let's go around and see. What do you know? Oh, he flew way up high. Can we get him? I think we got him. We at least got him a little bit. Oh, I think we had some friendly fire. Okay, see, I get so distracted with hunting. All right, anyways, give myself a nice little lane here. Come in, do my thing, pick, kill bugs, and then I'm able to come through and access everything in the middle. And if you look at this, man, these marigolds, this is awesome how these flowers are just really patched out nice between the marigolds and the calendulas. And my borages are doing well still. That one's all pruned out, but borages, nasturtiums. That was a nasturtium that I did have in the jar of water there for a few days. Hopefully it does well there. There was a borage plant there that was kind of spent, so we changed out. Again, nasturtiums are specifically for the cucumbers, but check out, I got the one calendula in the pot down there that I need to prune, but again, that was just a recommendation. Just threw it in there to have it in there. But man, check out that just marigolds, calendulas, just looking beautiful. Just looking strong. Love it. Again, backside, I'm able to come in here and pick when it's time and have access to the middle of the garden, which is awesome. Really wouldn't be able to do it. I'd have to like hack my way through. Here's another side of the cucumber canopy, as I'm calling it. So let's sit Garden 2020. Best year yet. Some of these monsters. Oh, can't wait. Can't wait. All right, yeah, one last thing. Let's go around to the front. Go around to the front. One last thing here. Again, it's like July 22nd, I think. Ah, see? They're trying to take refuge. Tell me that they're not smart. Cucumber beetle on my tomato plant. They're like, ah, he's in here. Let's go over here. They'll never think we're over here because we don't like this. My brandy wine. One of my favorite tomatoes. This is, and I have confirmed, this is Mr. Stripey, because then we got Roma's over there, and the grapettes there. But, I mean, this video is getting girthy. So, brandy wine's one of my favorites. You can see the Florida weave going on, right? Yeah, it's weaved in and out. You look at those tomato plants, they look huge. But then when you see the profile of them, they're all very skinny. And again, getting rid of all the suckers. Just have two going. Double stem. Perfect double stem right here. One going that way, one going that way. Look at these bad boys. Look at that. Look at that thing. But yeah, these brandy wines are going to be red. They're going to be sweet. They're going to have low acidity, and they're going to be delicious. Mr. Stripey's will have a little bit of acidity. They'll have yellow stripes on them, but a good balanced tomato. All right, I'm going to wrap it up. Garden 2020, baby.